भाइयों, बहनों और प्यारे बच्चों, आज फिर वही खुशी का दिन आया है जब हम मिलकर अपनी आज़ादी का त्योहार मना रहे हैं।
The financial house of cards collapses, and the overinflated stock market plunges into a Great Depression. A financial panic grips the world.
दाखिल हुए 187 उनका सिलसिला नंबर है। नाम है मनमोहन सिंह। तारीख पैदाइश है 4/2/1932।
डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह ने यहाँ 1937 से लेकर 1941 तक पढ़ा है। उस वक्त यहाँ पे 4 जमातें थीं। उन्होंने 1941 में यहाँ से 4वीं जमात पास की और उसके बाद वो पेशावर आला तालीम के लिए पेशावर चले गए थे।
August 1947. The British are quitting India nearly 200 years after they took power.
And all the time, the bloodshed goes on. As the new dominions of Pakistan and India take over their own affairs, communal hatred flares up in the Punjab. Fleeing from their looted, blood-stained towns comes a new exodus, 1 million displaced persons. Independence has not yet brought them peace. They flee from savagery and butchery that has never been exceeded, even in India's stormy history.
डेकेड की शुरुआत में करीब 90 करोड़ की आबादी वाले देश में फॉरेन एक्सचेंज रिजर्व्स के नाम पर महज 110 करोड़ यूएस डॉलर्स बचे थे।
1991 में हमने तय किया कि उस सिचुएशन में एक बड़ा बदलाव लाना जरूरी है।
और उसके बाद जो हुआ उससे पूरी दुनिया भारत पर ध्यान देने के लिए मजबूर हो गई। भारत ने कई दशकों से चले आ रहे नेहरूवियन सोशलिस्ट ऑर्डर को छोड़कर ओपन इकोनॉमी को अपना लिया।
Also proposed to revise upward the existing specific rates of excise duty on tires, tubes and flaps. This proposal involves a revenue gain of rupees 1,025 crores. I may say the exemption for the motor car sector is at the request of the Chief Minister of West Bengal. The changes in trade, I commend the budget for this August.
Well, inflation doesn't accept.
As I've been saying, the single most important factor to control inflation is to gain mastery over India's fiscal system. That we must curb both the monetized deficit as well as the fiscal deficit. Now, there are economists who would say that monetized deficit was then in crisis. Mr. Chandrasekhar was the Prime Minister. He asked me to help him as an advisor to the Prime Minister. I saw at that time that India was in the midst of a deep crisis and I started thinking what to do about it.
It is a pleasure being with you.
विश्व के सबसे बड़े लोकतंत्र भारत के एक और महत्वपूर्ण दिन के रूप में शामिल हो गया है 22 मई सन 2004। 14वीं लोकसभा के गठन के बाद मनोनीत प्रधानमंत्री डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह के नेतृत्व में केंद्रीय मंत्रिमंडल के सदस्य पद और गोपनीयता की शपथ ग्रहण करेंगे।
प्राइम मिनिस्टर डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह।
I, Manmohan Singh, do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duties as Prime Minister for the Union, and that I will do right to all manner of people in accordance with the Constitution and the law, without fear or favor, affection or envy.
Do you know Mr. Eichfeld from Citibank?
He's a close friend of ours.
I heard so much about what you're doing to benefit this country.
The Prime Minister of the Republic of India.
India, as a responsible nuclear power, is fully conscious of the immense responsibilities that come with the possession of advanced technology, both civilian and strategic. We have never been and will never be a source of proliferation of sensitive technology. I am particularly pleased that we have reached an understanding on the implementation of our agreement on civil nuclear cooperation of July 18, 2005.
As the Prime Minister mentioned, we concluded an historic agreement today on nuclear power. It's not an easy job for the Prime Minister to achieve this agreement. I understand. It's not easy for the American President.
On behalf of Michelle and myself, it is a great pleasure to welcome you to the White House. On behalf of the American people, it is my great honor to welcome you to the United States.
In India, Mr. President, we have sought to promote inclusive development in multiple ways. Legislation has broadened access to education and secured rural livelihoods.
Hello and welcome. Now, 5 years ago, one could not even have dreamt that ordinary citizens like you and me could in fact expose corruption in the system, that we would actually be able to use something called right to information in order to expose nepotism and corruption. Well, RTI has proved to be a very, very powerful weapon, something that all of us have used at some point. Even those who haven't used it are trying to use it in order to get some answers, in order to challenge some things in the system. In fact, it's not for nothing that they say that information is power. Well,
हमारा संविधान हर नागरिक को अभिव्यक्ति की आजादी का अधिकार देता है। मतलब देश का हर नागरिक किसी भी विषय पर अपनी बात रखने और उसे दूसरों के साथ साझा करने का अधिकार रखता है। लेकिन यह भी देखा गया है कि सूचना और पारदर्शिता के बिना अभिव्यक्ति की आजादी अधूरी रहती है। इसलिए सरकार 2005 में सूचना का अधिकार कानून लेकर आई। यह कानून भारत जैसे जटिल और विविध लोकतंत्र के लिए जरूरी है। यह कानून सही मायनों में हमारे लोकतंत्र के प्रति आम नागरिक की आस्था को बल देता है, मजबूत बनाता है।
प्रधानमंत्री डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह और यूपीए अध्यक्ष सोनिया गांधी ने 21 करोड़ की संख्या वाला आधार कार्ड वाली नाम की एक महिला को सौंपा।
भारत की आत्मा गांवों में बसती है। ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में सतत विकास की लिखी जा रही गाथा और इस बदल रहे पर्यावरणीय परिदृश्य में ग्रामीण विकास मंत्रालय भारत सरकार द्वारा संचालित महात्मा गांधी नरेगा की महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका है। देश के सभी ग्रामीण परिवार साल में 100 दिनों के निश्चित रोजगार के लिए आश्वस्त हैं।
India joins a select few countries in the world where education is a fundamental right. The historic act, the right to education, comes into force today. It's one of the most important pieces of legislation to be passed by the UPA government.
It's going to be a historic day.
One of the HRD minister's dream projects has kicked off with the Prime Minister launching the program, a political first for Dr. Manmohan Singh.
अक्टूबर 2005 भागती दौड़ती दिल्ली सहम सी गई। हर कोई डर गया। वजह थी एक के बाद एक हुए 3 सीरियल बम ब्लास्ट।
I share the shock and distress of all those affected by these blasts. My heart grieves for those who have lost their loved ones. I condemn the cynical and the premeditated attacks on innocent people.
13 सितंबर 2008 को शनिवार का दिन था, छुट्टी का दिन था। मैं अपने घर पे बैठा हुआ था और मेरे घर की जो है लैंडलाइन बजने लगी।
6:10 पर करोल बाग में धमाका होता है। 6:36 पर 12 खंबा रोड में और इसके फौरन बाद एम ब्लॉक मार्केट है, वहाँ पर धमाका होता है और यहाँ से करीब 500 मीटर दूर सेंट्रल पार्क पालिका बाजार के बाद धमाके की खबर आती है।
The Indian Mujahideen in the name of Allah has struck back against the same group that claimed responsibility for the serial blast in Ahmedabad.
There were 2 bombs that were found and disposal squad taken it out and defused it.
ये तस्वीरें हैं 11 जुलाई 2006 की, जब लोकल ट्रेनों में एक के बाद एक 7 बम धमाकों से दहल उठी थी मुंबई। इन धमाकों में 170 लोग मारे गए थे। इस काले दिन को आज 7 साल हो गए, लेकिन पीड़ितों को पूरा इंसाफ अब तक नहीं मिला है।
Indian commandos waged a fresh battle against militants in Mumbai's luxury Taj Hotel as another team worked to free hostages from a besieged Jewish center on Friday morning. 2 days after a series of militant attacks stunned India's financial center, at least 143 people are dead, hundreds are injured, and the city in panic.
Sonia ji and I have come to Mumbai to share the deep sorrow of the people of Mumbai at this tragedy. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India, that I will faithful and conscientiously discharge my duties as Prime Minister for the Union.
कहीं ना कहीं तो पैसा गया वो, तो जांच होने के बाद वो कहाँ गया ये समझ में आएगा।
Our government is a transparent government. Nobody can put the finger on the Prime Minister or the PMO because it was done, the decision was taken collectively.
The Prime Minister targeted a CAG report that talks of crores of losses and the CBI stalking the corridors of the coal ministry.
कोयला घोटाले में पहली बार सीबीआई ने छापेमारी की है। 5 कंपनी और अज्ञात सरकारी अधिकारियों के खिलाफ मुकदमा दर्ज हुआ है।
Why did the UPA in its first tenure allot 155 captive coal blocks in 5 years?
The ghost of 2G refuses to die down, and it came back today to haunt Andimuthu Raja, Kani Mori, Shahid Balwa and others, as the 2G Special Court framed money laundering charges against them.
Former Telecom Minister A. Raja was sacked earlier this year on charges of corruption in the 2G spectrum scam case.
And the opposition is getting ready to corner the government over the CAG report on the Commonwealth Games scam, which is likely to be tabled in Parliament today. The report, citing letters by former sports ministers Sunil Dutt and Manishankar Iyer, says the government ignored warnings on the appointment of Suresh Kalmari as the Commonwealth Games Organising Committee Chief.
And we're starting first with some big, shocking breaking news coming in from the Indian Olympic Association. Scam-tainted Congress leader Suresh Kalmari has been given the honorary position of Life President of the Indian Olympic Association, along with another controversial and tainted neta, Abhay Singh Chautala.
सुबह प्रधानमंत्री निवास पर हुई कांग्रेस कोर कमेटी की मीटिंग में प्रधानमंत्री के अलावा प्रणब मुखर्जी, पी चिदम्बरम और ए के एंटनी ने भाग लिया। मीटिंग में शीला दीक्षित के साथ ही अन्ना हजारे के 16 अगस्त से होने वाले अनशन पर भी चर्चा की गई। सूत्रों के मुताबिक सीएजी की रिपोर्ट में शीला दीक्षित पर गंभीर आरोप लगाए जाने के बावजूद फिलहाल इस मामले को टाल दिया गया। कहा जा रहा है कि अब सोनिया गांधी की वापसी के बाद ही शीला दीक्षित के बारे में पार्टी कोई फैसला लेगी।
The other scam, a story of greed and land grab, has exploded in the headlines, but now NDTV finds that this scam was just a part of a much more elaborate plot. The promoters of Adarsh were also looking for other prime pieces of defence land in South Mumbai worth crores.
It's been 3 months since the scam broke. A building meant for defence personnel grabbed by politicians and bureaucrats.
a scam that's claimed a chief minister and still continues to make news as violation upon violation is exposed.
Well, it's one of the biggest scams to have hit our country's defense establishment since Bofors, implicating a former Air Force chief as well. Now more details are emerging of a complex money trail by which kickbacks were routed to India, and the political chorus is growing louder. As the chopper scam looks all set to overshadow the budget session of Parliament, today the government took the first steps to cancel the over 3,500 crore rupee VVIP chopper deal with Augusta Westland.
All the banks from which the money was withdrawn, these are in denomination of 500, 1,000 rupee notes.
Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was accused of letting the scam go through, also spoke about this verdict.
The court's judgment has to be respected, and I'm glad that the court has pronounced unambiguously.
Today, as I prepare to lay down office, I am aware that well before the final judgment that we all await from the Almighty, there is judgment in the court of public opinion that all elected officials and governments are required to submit themselves to.
कितने घोटालों की बातें आई, लेकिन उन पर एक दाग नहीं लगा। बाथरूम में रेनकोट पहन करके नहाना, ये कला तो डॉक्टर साहब ही जानते हैं और कोई नहीं जानता है।
Without discussing the merits of Mr. Narendra Modi, I sincerely believe that it would be disastrous for the country to have Narendra Modi as the Prime Minister.
These were the words of former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh in 2014, and 7 years later we couldn't agree more.
Unemployment is high and the informal sector is in shambles.
Former PM on Tuesday inaugurated a development summit and said that the ill-considered demonetization decision taken by PM Modi has hit employment hard and is responsible for putting the informal sector in shambles. According to Azim Premji University researchers, 5 million men lost their jobs between 2016 and 2018. The beginning of the decline in unemployment coincided with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's demonetization of high-value currency notes on November 8, 2016. India's unemployment rate increased to 6.9% in February this year. The GDP data for Q3 financial year 21 also projects that India's informal economy will continue to suffer. The service sector, which makes up a large chunk of our GDP, will not see a quick rebound, which means less job creation and investments. Speaking at Pratiksha 2030, Dr. Singh also criticized the central government for not holding regular consultations with the states and cautioned the Modi government over taking temporary measures to solve the problem of credit crisis in the country.
I honestly believe that history will be kinder to me than the contemporary media or for that matter the opposition parties in parliament.
माना कि तेरी दीद के काबिल नहीं हूँ मैं, तू मेरा शौक तो देख, मेरा इंतजार कर।
मनमोहन सिंह जी व्हील चेयर में आए, वोट किया। एक सांसद अपने दायित्व के लिए कितना सजग है उसका वो सवाल ये नहीं है कि वो किसको ताकत देने के लिए आए थे। मैं मानता हूँ वो लोकतंत्र को ताकत देने आए थे।